fight the power, powers that be. Come rule the world with me. We can rule the world. Rule the world. We can rule the world.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the live stream. Guys, I had a lot of fun putting that together. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That will be going at the beginning of today's video, and that will be a live video on the channel that will be standalone in case you guys want to see it. I spent a lot of time working on that, and I'm really excited because that is the kind of content that's going to be coming out on the new channel that we're launching later on this year. But I want to go ahead and show you guys that. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me what you think. Oh my gosh. I had a lot of fun editing that. You guys probably don't realize that there was probably 10 hours or so going into that. Anyway, guys, we have some analysis to do in today's live stream, and I wanted to go live to all of you today because I like doing one of these coffee and crypto live streams every single day so that our people in the first cohort get access to them every single weekday. But I also like doing these live streams once a week out here on the public channel so that you guys get to see what's going on inside there. That wasn't an intro, Suresh. That was just a little cinematic I made. That's not a new intro. That was just a one-off thing. That's not going to be used again. Like I said, that was just practice for the new channel. Hopefully you guys like it. Give me a 1 if you guys thought that was cool. I spent quite a bit of time making that, and we really enjoyed it. That's not actually the final product. I went ahead and color graded that because it looked a little weird. You should wear a jacket with a Bitcoin logo on the back. I agree. That would look awesome. If any of you guys want to hook me up, you go right ahead and do that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Ernest. Good morning, everybody else. Jeb, we need more jokes in here. Okay, well, let's look at Bitcoin SV real quick. Okay, there you go. Look at chat here for a second. I'm just going to catch up with you guys, let everybody join on up. A lot of ones. How about that? There should have been Bitcoins flying out of the exhaust. Yeah, guys, like I said, that's practice for a new channel that's not really going to be Bitcoin related, so anyway, yeah, I am bullish on Bitcoin. We're going to dive into all of that here in just a second. I just want to give you guys some attention before we go ahead and join on in. Who's the artist? The artist is Valley of Wolves. That song is, what's the name of the song? It is, I'm blanking on the name. Hang on, I have it written down over here. Rule the World by Valley of Wolves. Great song. All right. What's the weather like in Florida this morning? It's probably about 70, a little bit overcast. Morning, guys. All right, yeah, I'm just letting everybody join on up. Got about 150 of us in the chat here. Go ahead and smash those likes if you guys are enjoying the video. All right. I'm going to go ahead and look away from chat here for just a second so that I can actually focus on what we're trying to do here because I know I'm not going to get anything done if I'm looking over there because I love reading you guys' chat. There's a few things I want to talk about. Several of them we talked about in today's video. Several of them we didn't. One of the first things I want to talk about is why I am personally pretty bullish on Bitcoin and why I think Bitcoin might be returning back to $11,000 tonight, like somebody said. I don't know that it's going to happen that quickly, but I definitely think it's going to happen. Guys, as you can see, Bitcoin has put in a very bullish pattern right here. That's what we were talking about in the title. Bitcoin has a bullish engulfing candlestick bouncing off of the 20 EMA. enough said. That right there is very bullish. We had red, followed by green that was twice as tall, and now on this daily candlestick, we're kind of trading sideways with a little bit of a spinning top, but in general, it looks pretty bullish. We bounced off of the 20 EMA, like I said, and we're bouncing off of $9,600. That is very healthy, and we can also see that the daily chart MACD is converging bullish on itself, and the RSI is sitting in between that prime territory for uptrends of 50 to 70. If you'll notice over the last 3 months, Bitcoin has had its RSI in between 50 and 70. That's exactly where you want to see it for a healthy uptrend. Once you start getting above 70, then that's when it really starts pulling for a pullback. But otherwise, everything looks pretty healthy right now. Bitcoin got very strong support on both of these levels. This is something you need to pay attention to, guys. Just like we talk about in CT2A, when you look at the convergence of support and resistance right down here, that video, when you look at the convergence of support and resistance, when they converge, when they come together, then you are looking at something very bullish. We saw Bitcoin come down. It tested the 20 EMA, tested $9,600, and because of that, we put a bounce in. We have a bullish engulfing candlestick, just like we've had several times. Medhi Fellow Traveler just donated €2 through Super Chat. Thank you so much, bud. I appreciate that. But as we can see right here, we had a bullish engulfing candlestick right there, right there. I just saw that. Let me make sure he didn't say anything. Hello and love from Germany. Hello and love from America, my friend. Thank you so much for the donation. I do appreciate that. But what I was saying is that, oh, was that Taylor? No, that's Emery. Hey, Emery, I haven't seen you in a minute. Anyway, what I was saying is that Bitcoin has put in 5 bullish engulfing candlesticks recently now that we have put in this one. As you guys can see, there is one right here. There's one right here, one right there, one right there, and now we put in another one. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is pretty significant. And each time Bitcoin has bounced off of some kind of major level of support. Down here, we had some levels around 65. Down here, we had levels around 7,000. Here, and here, we bounced more or less off of the 20 EMA. Looks pretty healthy, and actually, there are even more bullish engulfing candlesticks I haven't shown you, like that one right there. And I believe there was also one right there, but that doesn't really count. Guys, the market looks pretty healthy right now. It really does. Everything's looking good. I'm happy with it. One thing I want to keep us thinking about is the inflow valuation into the space. I want to keep us thinking about cash flow. I want us to keep thinking about liquidity inflows into the space. Keep an eye on that because I'm not very happy with where that is right now. I want to see more new adoption, more new interest coming into the space. If you look at Google Trends, which I'll go ahead and bring up right now, then you're not really seeing a whole lot of interest coming from people that don't already know what Bitcoin is, and that's what we need to see. If you type in the key phrase, "what is Bitcoin?" into Google Trends, then what you're going to find is that we did move up to around 54 back during our rally over here in June and July. We saw this moved all the way up to its 100 level, which is the maximum it went to. And then more recently, we rallied up to 54, but we've had a little bit of a pullback down to 44, which isn't great. I like the key phrase Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin, rather than just Bitcoin, because you're going to get the key phrase Bitcoin, you're going to get that bastardized by people that are already in the space because they're looking up the price action or whatever. If you look up what is Bitcoin, then you're specifically looking up a key phrase that only someone who has never heard of Bitcoin is going to be typing into Google. So we've had that continue to the upside. In this last week, it's moved down 10 points, but the reason for that would be because of the small pullback that we saw on Bitcoin. Nothing really scary about that. I want to see that continuing to the upside. Speaking of which, we're rocking the Boss Lady mug this morning. As you guys know, I'm the Boss Lady, according to the friend of mine that gave this to me. And, I love that mug. It says something about being the boss in the bottom. And, anything that strokes my ego is always going to be a good gift. I'm joking. Half joking. No, anyway. Hey, Sonny Decree's in chat. How are you doing, bud? Good to see you, my friend. Man, we got everybody here. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning. Let's go ahead and read some of the chat. It's been a while. Hey, videotapes. Yeah, I remember you, of course, man. You used to be in a lot of the live streams. Good to see you. Charles Young III, good to see you. Crypto Rumor, good to see you. Delta Bro, Arson Jamordian. I have no idea if I got that right, but hi, everyone from Prague. Hello, Prague. Sonny's in the chat. How you doing, bud? Usually it pumps up after opening back. Yeah. Hello, long time no see, Jeb. I just came back from San Diego, and now I'm back home in Holland. Shout out to Holland. Good to see you, Sonny. Yeah, I was in your chat the other day. He's returning the favor, I suppose. Guys, we're going to have a lot of fun here in this live stream. I do want to remind you that this is the live stream that normally goes on in the first cohort. The link for that is down below. If you want access to this live stream every single morning, not just once a week, you can check that out down below. Yeah, somebody asked me earlier, Jeb, we need more jokes, and I just said, okay, let's do some analysis on Bitcoin SV. That was funny. I like that. I think there's nothing wrong with laughing at your own jokes if it was genuinely a good joke, and Bitcoin SV is genuinely a pretty good joke. So, yeah. Morning, Janice. One of the founding members of the first cohort, and one of the driving forces behind the meme war that is constantly going on over there. Almost got it right. Almost. Okay. Almost ain't bad considering I only speak English very well. Lo siento, señor, no hablo español. Or obviously, whatever language. What up, bud? Hey, Mike D. Cut to the chase and tell us how much for your bike. Well, now that it's famous because all of you guys saw it, it'll be $20,000. Yeah. No, I bought it for about $6,000. Hey there, new to the channel, loving your energy and dedication. Well, thank you so much, Vinny2. We try and put as much energy and dedication into this channel as possible, and as you guys know, this channel, this live stream, this morning Coffee and Crypto is brought to you by none other than coffee. If you don't have your coffee, pause the live stream. This is the only time I will tell you to walk away from one of my videos is to go get coffee. Pause the live stream, come back to it after you've gotten some coffee. You're not welcome if you don't have a cup of coffee in front of you. If you have a cup of tea, that might work also. Just have some kind of caffeinated beverage, and we can be good. Guten Tag, Jeb and Sunny. Nabidashe. Hello from Hong Kong. Hello, Elton. I don't think a technical analyst should be getting involved in politics. If the pattern looks good, just trade it. Yeah, I agree. I don't really talk politics much at all. You guys have no idea what my political affiliations are. Hello, Jeff. Hi from Holland. I just smacked the crap out of my microphone. I'm sorry, Shure. It's a Shure SM7B. Holland. Your opinion about Tesla. Tesla got very, very overbought there. I haven't looked at it in a couple of days. Let's look at Tesla real quick. Goodness, Tesla bounced. Like I said, I haven't been watching Tesla over the last few days, but geez. Yeah, guys, the thing is, Tesla, I love Tesla, and in fact, I've been wanting to get into stocks and longer-term investing in like the S&P 500 and a few other index funds because I'm primarily in cryptocurrency for right now. I'm getting into real estate this year also, but one of the stocks that I really wanted to get in on was Tesla. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not buying Tesla at nearly $1,000 a share. I would have loved to buy some Tesla down here around $200 to $300, but I just wasn't there yet. I mean, I just hadn't, gotten into stock investing at the time, and I still haven't because I'm focused on the channel and all the work. The amount of work that goes in this channel nowadays, guys, is ridiculous. I would have loved to get in on some Tesla because I love that stock. I love that company. I love the dude who runs it, Elon Musk. You guys know that I'm a big fan of him, but I'm not buying Tesla at $1,000. That's just... This is a bubble is what this is. This is going to crash. This is going to come down. It might go up. I don't know how far this is going to go, guys. I haven't done a crazy amount of analysis on this. I mean, it could double in price from where it is right now for all I know. But we know you're a libertarian. Well, yeah, you know that. But I'm up 14% with Tesla. Good job, Emery. Good job. So, yeah, I'm just going to read chat here for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to dive back on into the Bitcoin analysis. The Villages, Florida, say hello. Hello. I know pretty much where that is because I'm not terribly far away from it. Watching from France. I love that we have people from all over the world in the chat. I've always really enjoyed that. Hello to literally the entire planet. That's just so humbling. I talk about that a lot, guys, about how humbling it is to be here on YouTube and just how awesome it is that I can press record and press go live, and 300 of you guys will show up and listen to what we have to say on the market, and we have this little community that's being formed. I'm so thankful for that, and I love that, and it really is my passion to bring you guys as much value as possible. So I do want to thank you guys for tuning in, and also, guys, remember, this is the Coffee and Crypto live stream. This is housed in the first cohort, which is linked down below if you want access to these live streams every single morning. Missed the beginning of the live stream. Which important pattern did we spot? Let's go ahead and recover that because we did have a couple hundred new people join since the beginning. So let's go ahead and do that. What I was saying is that Bitcoin, that important pattern that I was showing you, was this bullish engulfing pattern. It really doesn't have to be stupidly complicated. If you're having a pattern and it looks bullish and people are watching it and Bitcoin's going to move off of it, good. You don't need to go find some stupidly unknown pattern that nobody trades. Look at the simple things. Because the thing is, the reason you look at the simple patterns, I'm going to go to full screen for this because this is important. The reason you look at the simple patterns, the reason you look at the simple analysis is because technical analysis is more powerful if more people are trading based off of it. Duh. Technical analysis, if nobody pays any attention to it, doesn't actually have any value. No one's trading off of, say, the 730-second moving average. So why are you going to look at it? It might have some historical relevance, but you don't know if that's coincidence or if that's causal. Is that coincidence or is it causal? You don't know that. But if you know that everybody's looking at it like a bullish engulfing pattern, half of the analysts out there are going to be paying attention to basic candlestick analysis. If you see a pattern and you see that everybody else is looking at it, then you can reasonably assume that's going to be important. The same thing is true for this bullish engulfing pattern that we just saw right here. Bitcoin retraced $200 and rallied $400. That means the bears are weaker than the bulls. It means the bulls are stronger than the bears. And because of that, also because we bounced off of the 20 daily exponential moving average right here and critical support around $9,600, that is very bullish, and I'm expecting Bitcoin to rally up close to $12,000. We're going to get into that price target here in just a second. But one of the things I also want you to be looking at is the level of $9,600 right here. This is a very strong level of support. We've seen many tests on it in the past several months. We saw resistance on it right here, resistance on it right here, and as of yesterday, we saw Bitcoin bounce off of it. That is an important level to keep an eye on, and if you go back even farther in Bitcoin's history, you're actually going to find even more tests on it right there. That is the level that we just bounced off of, and I'm pretty happy about that. Furthermore, we have seen the MACD start to converge bullish, and the RSI is sitting in between 50 and 70, which is our bull range. If we look at the RSI, and this is going to be part of the RSI update video, I want to go ahead and show this, is that when the RSI is in between 50 and 70, that's typically where you see a healthy uptrend housed. If it's above 70 and staying up there, then it's probably overextended. If it's between 30 and 50, it's probably in a healthy downtrend. And if it goes below 30, then it's probably about to bounce. So that was the analysis. That was what you just missed out on. That's what we said. I've been reading chat ever since. We're about to continue. I do just want to catch up with you guys. I hate when you guys say a bunch of stuff and I don't give it any attention. I guess I just have to get bad at that. I would argue that technicals reflect psychology. TA just amplifies that. I think the technicals do reflect psychology. I think it goes both ways because people do technical analysis based off of the technicals, but the technical analysis also responds to the technical analysis. It's kind of confusing, but I don't want to spend any time thinking about it right now because I want to answer as many of you guys' questions as possible. He would pump Bitcoin price ready for him dumping 1 million Bitcoin around 7 hours from now. Question. BitBilly on Twitter said yesterday he would pump Bitcoin price ready for him dumping 1 million Bitcoin in around 7 hours from now. Question is, should we all short or sell Bitcoin now? Chance of a lifetime. If you go on Bybit, you can look at the order book and you can actually see the dollar value of the Bitcoin on the order books. If you go down about $5 on Bybit, there's already $1 million of buying pressure. So no, I don't see that being a big problem. You said 1 million Bitcoin. I think you meant $1 million in Bitcoin because I guarantee you BitBilly does not have 1 million Bitcoin. I bet you any amount of money he doesn't. Jeff, I believe we're going to test 94-ish to enter a bullish cipher pattern. You know, I was thinking that we were going to pull back to around $9,400, and we didn't really do that. And to be honest, we did pull back pretty close to $9,400. We pulled back down to like $9,480, which is close enough in my opinion. Coolest crypto channel, twice the information because of the speed of your talk, and keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Thoughts on Ethereum, double top on the daily. Yeah, Kevin, that was one of the things I also want to talk about during this live stream was Ethereum. This is something I mentioned briefly in today's YouTube video, but I wanted to mention it here on stream as well. As you guys will probably know, I called for a pullback on Ethereum. I said 10, 20, 30%, something in that ballpark. Well, it turns out Ethereum pulled back. I think it was 17%, so that's right around what we were saying. It pulled back to some support, and we did bounce. As you can see, though, we've come back up here to test this level in between $280 and $290, and since we've come back up to test that, we are currently forming a double top. That doesn't mean anything, though, because Bitcoin hasn't decided if it's going to break bullish or break bearish just yet, so we need to wait and see what happens with that. I personally think Ethereum is going to break bullish here if, and this is a big if Bitcoin breaks bullish and puts a new local high in, then I think Ethereum is going to break bullish. Ethereum might be able to do it without Bitcoin's help, but the altcoins tend to do better when Bitcoin is doing better. So if Bitcoin has a rally, the altcoins will probably follow, and Ethereum will probably break bullish here. I do see Ethereum moving back to $400 in the next 3 to 6 months, probably sooner than that, to be honest. If you don't know where the level of $400 is coming from, it was the high back over here. Let me make sure you can see this. It was the high back over here. It was the place that we got support at in 2018 here. It was what constituted the bearish breakout right here, and we pretty much rallied up to it right there. I think we're going back to $400 relatively soon. By relatively soon, again, I mean probably in the next 6 months or so. So that's why I've been investing in Ethereum, and I'm actually setting up some dollar cost averaging on it pretty soon. What's a mill in crypto? Nothing. It really isn't. Never knew what happened to Hubert, guys. I feel like I need to make a dedicated video to Hubert. as an Easter egg for all of you guys who have been here for a while. Oh, man, Hubert. Yeah, I miss Hubert. Yeah, Hubert was good. Anyway. Can't see much interest right now. Sapiens, yeah, that's what I was kind of talking about. We need to watch the inflows of valuation into the space. There's not a whole lot of it right now, in my opinion. That's what I was showing you guys with the Google Trends analysis of what is Bitcoin a minute ago. This is really important. I love this search phrase, what is Bitcoin, rather than just Bitcoin. Like I said a second ago, I know I'm repeating myself. I'll be brief. The reason I like this quite a bit is because if you look up what is Bitcoin, you probably have no idea what Bitcoin is. So we're looking up a term that people that are newer to the space are going to be researching. If you look up just Bitcoin, then that's going to be corrupted by people that are already in the space, just looking up Bitcoin to get news or whatever. So yeah. Alan Carey, good morning. We're well into FOMO range and nothing. Sapiens, the thing is, we're not above $14,000, so the media isn't picking up on it. After we get above that, then we're going to get into FOMO range. Who is Hubert? Yeah, a lot of you guys probably don't know who Hubert is. Hubert hasn't been a character on the channel in like 8 months. For those of you guys who have been here for a while, you know exactly who Hubert is. That's how I know the OG subscribers from the more recent ones. Everybody is welcome, by the way. It's all good. We'll explain who Hubert was in the future, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to give you guys that or not. I'm not sure. Let's see. Anyway, you guys are saying something about Binance being down. I'm not sure what's going on over there. I don't trade on Binance anymore. I'm driving from Anchorage, Alaska to Panama City, Panama in Central America. You go, man. All right. Hello, Bitty a bit. Hard to get new people in the space with all the dumb forkery going on. Yeah, you know, you're absolutely right. Hi, Carmelo. I'm so long on Ethereum. Wish me luck, Tracy. Yeah, good luck on that. I think it's going to go well. Ethereum, you know, the thing is, I like Ethereum, and I like that we had the pullback, but to be honest with you, I was hoping for a bigger pullback even than what we got, because Ethereum, just look at the RSI, guys. What have I said about the RSI? When you're in between 50 and 70, that's a healthy bull trend. When you're above 70, you're calling for a pullback. Ethereum pulled back down to 270, which was like the highest level that I want to see its RSI at. I would have preferred Ethereum to pull back all the way to like $200, to be honest with you. Didn't do that. Didn't get my wish, which, by the way, because of that, we're probably going to have a bigger pullback before we go all the way to $400. It's probably not just going to go straight there. Although, you know, altcoins are crazy. I've seen weirder things happen, so it's definitely possible. I'm just going to adjust here and get a little more comfortable. Perfect. Oh, guys, I got a busy day ahead of me. I'm really enjoying hanging out with you guys on stream. By the way, like I said, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to hit that like button. I know we can get over 100 likes. Let's go ahead and hit that. And also, guys, remember, if you want to see these live streams every single morning, the Coffee and Crypto live stream is part of the first cohort. Every single morning we go live over there, and I do analysis on requests, answer questions, anything you guys want. I am there for you guys. So that link is in the description down below. Jen, thoughts on Litecoin? I will be sure to ask Jen what her thoughts are on Litecoin. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'll do some analysis on Litecoin. Guys, I've always been a big fan of Litecoin. Big reason is because it's derived from the Bitcoin blockchain and is very similar to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin does very well. One thing you have to keep in mind about Litecoin is that Litecoin is so similar to Bitcoin that it's just, there's only so much value that you get out of Litecoin. Yeah, the block time's lower. Yeah, it's similar. It has an 84 million supply cap. Everything's kind of changed by a factor of 4. It has 4 times the supply and a quarter of the block time. But there are cryptocurrencies that are faster. There are cryptocurrencies that are more advanced than Litecoin. Bitcoin is older technology, and the only reason that it's still so popular and still has up 60% of the market cap is because the leader of the space. That's the only reason that Bitcoin is still that big. On the other hand, though, Litecoin is not the leader of the space, so it doesn't have that inherent advantage that Bitcoin does have. Nevertheless, here on Litecoin, I could easily see Litecoin going back to this downtrend of resistance here on the log chart as resistance right there. That's sitting around $100 as well, which is obviously going to be a flat level, and 111 right there is a level that Litecoin's been respecting for nearly 2 years now. So I could see a little bit more uptrend on Litecoin. One thing I do want to point out is that the trend on Litecoin doesn't seem to be quite as strong as the one on Ethereum. We're not really going parabolic. We're kind of going inverse parabolic. We're starting to flatten out rather than going even faster. And that's what I'm talking about. Litecoin is I like the currency, but it's just not really innovative enough in this growing market for me to want it to be a big part of my investment portfolio. I'd rather put money into Ethereum or Bitcoin than into Litecoin, even though I do really like Litecoin. It's just, you know, not big enough. So Robert, you said, what's the big announcement? Let's go ahead and do this. You should be at like 100 plus likes. I think you're right. I think we should be at 100 plus likes. What's going on, guys? What in the world? No, Litecoin. How confident are you on ETH Bull, and are you doing leverage trade for it? At what leverage, or just dollar cost averaging in and hodling? I'm mostly dollar cost averaging, but in my free time, I've been over on Bybit, just kind of working with like one Ethereum and just seeing what I can do to grow that. I'm just, you know, practicing trading with it more or less. It's been going pretty well so far. The first trade I made on it made like 45%, and then I lost like 15% on the next trade, and then yeah, went from there. Ben Collins said, smash the likes. You guys asked what the big announcement is. The big announcement is that there's a new YouTube channel coming in the next 6 months and is going to greatly impact this channel in good ways. That's what that cinematic that rolled at the beginning of the live stream was. It was practice for that new channel. That's not a new intro for the live stream or anything. It's going to roll in the beginning of today's YouTube video also. Just wanted to show you guys that. But we worked very hard on that, and I wanted to share it. But that's only going to show up once. It's going to be a standalone video on the channel. But that's kind of a sneak preview and a taste of what the new content is going to be like. There's a lot of stuff that we learned from that. For instance, the color grading on that video has actually been updated. So the version that you saw needs new color grading, which has already been done. It's just in a different file. But there's a lot that we've learned from that. Really excited for this new channel. It's going to be helping this channel. And just look forward to it, guys. About 6 months from now, it's going to be going live. Anthony said, Jeb, I just bought CT2A. Looking forward to learning TA. Also, I get free access to the first cohort or no. So, Anthony, what you do with CT2A is if you're in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy and you join the first cohort, I will rebate you your first month's subscription to the first cohort in Bitcoin. That way, you can basically get a free month while also being signed up in the subscription period. And from there, then you can go ahead and join first cohort. I will give you back that $25 to start with. Do you publish your trades in the first cohort? On the fence about pulling the trigger on it? David, normally what I do is that when I'm trading, I will post like, hey, this is the trade I'm going into. This is why. Or even if I'm not going to go into a trade, but I see a trade, maybe I just don't have time to make the trade, but I want you guys to be aware of it, then yeah, I normally go ahead and post them. Do smash that like button on your way. If you forget to do so, do it on your way out. Absolutely, guys. Hit those likes. Hit those likes. And also the cool thing about the first cohort, guys, is that you can leave at any time. You're not locked into a subscription period. I mean, you join 7 months down the road. If you don't want to continue, you can just cancel. It's not. I mean, I'm not here to lock you into anything. And guys, also remember the sale running on CT2A. That will be expiring on Friday. That's the last time you're ever going to get the course for that price. So, guys, if you want to get in on CT2A, make sure to go ahead and do that now, unless you want to join when the price goes up. Which, you know, I wouldn't complain. If you want to give me more money, you can do that. But I would recommend you do it now so that you don't have to wait for that. There you go. In Bitcoin, you say, shut up and take my money. Shut up and take my money. What will the new YouTube channel be about? Daniel, it's going to be about travel. It's going to be about cinematography. It's going to be about business and entrepreneurship. It's kind of hard to explain what exactly it's going to be about, so I'm going to show you when it goes live. That is the new YouTube channel. That is the big announcement, by the way. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm not very enthusiastic right now. I'm just really tired for some reason. I don't think I slept very well last night, and the coffee isn't helping, surprisingly. So, yeah. Never know, though, guys. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about here on the analysis front? Because I do need to go relatively soon. I can't stay in live stream for like 10 hours like I wish I could. But anyway, like I said, guys, the thing that I love about Bitcoin right now is we bounced off that 20 EMA. I'm really excited about that. I also want to show you guys the Heikinashi, because as you can see, the Heikinashi has turned green again. And we're starting to see a convergence on the MACD over on the Heikinashi. And that is a very good sign. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm really out of breath. I don't know why. Looking at the longs chart right here, we had a little bit of a bullish engulfing candlestick right here. Welcome to the channel, Andre, by the way. We had a little bit of a bullish engulfing candlestick right there. That's, of course, a joke because that analysis doesn't really work on longs charts, but nevertheless. Jeb, your ending song is the, hey, Jeb, have another coffee. I might, but I've already had two. Jeb, your end song is my Bitcoin bull song for 2020. Heck yeah, man. I got a real good feeling about 2020. Wonder what Bitcoin's highest will be this year. Farshad just donated $4 with a coffee mug. Well, thank you. Wait a second. Wait a minute. The Crypto Waz just donated $25. My man Crypto. What in the world? Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And he didn't even leave a message. That is very generous. I appreciate that. That'll go directly into the coffee fund. That's what I need. I need a coffee fund. We can try all the expensive exotic coffees from around the world. I'll set up a P.O. box and you guys can email me some and, maybe lace it with ricin or something because I really don't, I've never understood YouTubers accepting fan mail. Like, I appreciate it, but, like, I'm just waiting for one of them to open fan mail and there be ricin in it or, like, anthrax in it. Well, I'm just worried that's going to happen one day. Are we a little bit overbought on the stock to flow? I don't know what you mean about overbought on the stock to flow. Oh, okay. Well, I kind of understand what you mean. Yeah, what you're talking about, I assume, is that stock to flow is predicting about a $8,200 Bitcoin right now. Let me check the website real quick. No, I did not mean to open up Steam. That's not what I meant to do, guys. I used to play more games. I don't have time to anymore. Close Steam. Yeah. So what he's talking about is the stock to flow chart right here. A little overbought on the stock to flow. You would, I assume, be talking about. Let's get. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Hello, cooperate. Thank you. I assume what you're talking about is that stock to flow is $8,300 Bitcoin. I said 82. It's a little bit overbought, but the thing is, we're getting kind of close to the new rally, and the new rally because of the halving. And as you can see in history, that has happened before, where Bitcoin's got a little overbought. It's not the end of the world. I could see Bitcoin going up to like $10,000 to $14,000 in the next year and plateauing there. I'm not really looking for a ton of. Farshad just donated another $5. Well, thank you so much. You guys are getting into a donation war or something. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with the donation war. I do really appreciate that, guys. That means a lot to me. It's not even just about the money. It's about the idea that you would want to donate to the channel. That's what really means something. So every donation, just the fact that you guys feel that you're getting enough value from these live streams and the content and CT2A and the first cohort and everything, the fact that you even feel the need or the desire to donate is really, really cool. So thank you so much. You haven't been putting out bad karma out there to receive poison, have you? No, I have not. Absolutely not. I should be receiving all kinds of good stuff because I've been putting good things in the out into the world. But there are bad people out there. Do you think we'll fill the $8,500 gap? No, I don't. Gaps are overrated, guys. Gaps are normally filled because of volatility, but they don't always have to be filled. If they did, most of the markets that you see in traditional finance would go to like $1 because there's gaps there that haven't been filled. A lot of times they do get filled, but they don't always. And people, I used to be one of the people that said gaps always get filled, and then I thought about it and I looked at it and I'm like, no, they don't always get filled. The big ones normally get filled. Normally, and I do mean very much normally, but they don't always get filled. And the word always versus normally is there's a very big difference in those two words. It seems the relative strength index has been violating, and the descending triangle is pointing north. Retest of $10,500 level before retest 98.50 support. So Waz, what I'm looking at on Bitcoin is that right now, if we reject around 10,180, then we could very easily be looking at a head and shoulders pattern. The reason I say that is because 10,180 is the same level that we rallied to earlier on in the month, back here on the 9th of February. Rallied, pullback, rally higher, pullback to the same level, rally. If we reject right here, and this is one of the big points I want to make in today's video, I completely forgot to show you the chart. Sorry about that. If Bitcoin does rally above 10,170, I'm happy. But if Bitcoin rejects here, then you can see it would actually be forming a head and shoulders pattern, and it would probably be expecting us to pull back down to maybe around $9,000, where that 20 weekly EMA is. That looks something like this. I could expect Bitcoin to pull back down here if that happens. I'm not totally convinced that's going to happen. I'm just saying that you want to watch out for Bitcoin rejecting around 10,150. If it does, then we could reasonably expect Bitcoin to pull back several $100s, and there'd be all kinds of technical precedent for that. Let's catch up on chat here for a second. Excuse me, sir. May I ask for your advice on my wife? I was looking out my bedroom window. My next door neighbor was sunbathing topless. I got excited. Yeah. Okay. Jeb, what's a blow off top for Bitcoin? You got me, Paul. You got me. You got me on stream. How about that? Suresh, can't see your chart. Yep. Tori said, bought your class 2 weeks ago. Haven't started, busy with school. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Are you a dump after halving person? I'm going to see what happens when the time comes. It's a little too early to tell on that. Thanks for being so human, social, and native. You are an idol to others. Keep on rolling. Greetings from Germany. Well, greetings from America, McSwagger. Thank you so much. That's an awesome name, by the way. You know what they say, as the philosopher Mick Jagger once said, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. I would love to see a $9,000 Bitcoin. Had to sell some to make rent. I would love to see a $9,000 Bitcoin also, absolutely. What's your favorite long-term indicator for Bitcoin price prediction, on-chain analysis, stock to flow, or Meyer-Multer, or of? I cannot speak. To answer your question, I very much like stock-to-flow ratios, and I also like looking at the weekly chart MACD. As far as long-term predictions are concerned, just general support and resistance levels, long-term MACD on the weekly and the monthly, mostly on the weekly, and the stock-to-flow. Hello from Prague. Hello from America, Peter. Good to see you guys. Goodness gracious. I don't know why. I'm just completely out of breath right now. Everyone talking about a golden cross, but we had failed golden cross before. Jack River, that's something we talked about in yesterday's video. And to answer your question, there's only been 2 failed golden crosses in history on Bitcoin, and both of those happened during the 2014 bear market. One of them immediately preceded the golden cross that actually started the bull market. So I'm not even really going to consider this one right here to be a failure. It was just kind of a little bit too early. This was a fake out. No doubt about it, but very soon thereafter we saw the actual golden cross, so I'm happy about that. On the other hand, we did see one fake golden cross right here, and Bitcoin was very clearly in a downtrend at the time. The MACD and everything on the weekly chart did not look good. There was not really a whole lot of inflows into the space. We just had the Mt. Gox hack. There were a lot of reasons to believe the bull market either wouldn't or couldn't start at that time. That's not the case right now. So there's always a chance that it could be a fake out. There's maybe a 10, 20, 30% chance that it could fake out. But I really just don't think that's going to happen. That doesn't seem to be in the cards right now. Bitcoin seems to be looking pretty healthy. Like I said, I just want to see more. I want to see more inflows of valuation. Someone said, aren't you seeing a lower high forming? Right now on the daily chart, it does kind of look like a lower high. I'm not going to lie. It's not done, though. I mean, every time that you see Bitcoin start a new rally, right here you could say it was a lower high. Right there you could say it was a lower high. You could say this was a lower high. We're not there yet. We haven't officially rejected and pulled back $200 or $300 to call that a lower high just yet. If we do, it'll look like a head and shoulders pattern as we talked about a second ago, but we haven't confirmed that we're going to break bullish or bearish here. We need to find out if we're going to break up above 10,150 or not. Crypto Jeb, this golden cross is a total fake out. Maybe it is. I'm not totally convinced of that. Is it possible that governments are dumping Bitcoin to make it look less attractive? Carlos, I'm going to be real with you. The government, most world governments don't care in the slightest about Bitcoin right now. They have no reason to do that. 10 years from now, when it's actually being adopted by the widespread public, then maybe, but I just don't think that's the case. Yeah, head and shoulders pattern could definitely happen. You have any tips on trading the minute chart? Yeah, Bernard, use fewer technical indicators. Use the order book, use the volume, use basic moving averages, and use candlestick analysis. Obviously, also use basic support and resistance. Use that, you'll be good. Drink water, too much coffee? Absolutely. I do need some more water, actually. Might go and get some here in just a minute. Golden cross looks really good. I agree. You gave me 1 thumbs down. What the heck, man? That's not cool. Guys, hit the like button if you like the video. And also remember, like I said, this is the Coffee and Crypto live stream, and this is part of the first cohort. The link for that is down below. And also, don't forget that the sale on CT2A will be ending on Friday. You have about 48 hours left to get on into the academy if you want to. I encourage you guys to do that. I really do. Most people, is it possible for governments... Felt low energy, sure. Yeah, I'm feeling really low energy right now. I just haven't been outside enough today, I guess. Haven't been outside much at all, actually, because I've been working all morning. You're welcome. Oh, man. Yeah, guys, over the last several months, not the last several months, over the last month and a half or so, I've been putting so much work into the channel, guys, and hopefully it's shining through. The videos are getting better than they ever have been. The camera quality is better than it ever has been. I mean, the channel's obviously growing much faster. We're getting more views. CT2A is doing great. Everything's just turning out really well. And the reason it is because of the amount of work that we're putting into the channel. And I want to keep putting even more and more work into the channel to bring you guys that high quality content that you deserve and that I am proud to make. And I'm really excited about this year. I'm really excited about where the channel's going. I'm really excited about this new channel that we're going to start working on. I'm really excited about these cinematics and editing and everything we're doing. It's just been a good year so far. And I'm thinking the rest of 2020 is going to be absolutely amazing. I hope the same is true for you guys, because one thing I want to strive to do, guys, is I want to just start giving so much more than I receive. And last year, now that we're doing our taxes, we kind of know where all the money went for 2019 for the business and for me personally. And about 40% of every dollar I made before taxes, by the way, and I'm not in a low tax bracket. About 40% of every dollar I made went directly to either charity directly or to friends in need. And I want to keep that up. I want to keep that ratio, the amount of money that I and the business generates, between 30 and 50% of all the money that we make, I want to go directly out to charity or those in need. And I'm really excited to be able to do that sustainably. And I'm really excited to help people with that, because I've been blessed with the ability to make this content that you guys enjoy, and we have a great business model. Everyone is happy at the end of it when the day is said and done, and we're able to help a lot of people with it, because I'm young. I have a lot of friends that are just graduating high school, just going into college, just moving out, just getting their first car, and there's a lot of financial strain that comes with that, and there's a lot of stress that comes with that, and I've been able to help a lot of people. And I'm very blessed for that, and I want to thank you guys for that, because it wasn't really me that helped them. It was you guys wanting to watch the channel and contribute to the channel that allowed me to do that. So, seriously, when I say thank you guys, I mean that. I think about it a lot. Vance85 says, Crypto Jeb, I've been seeing your videos since back in the day when I could only hear your voice. You have a good voice. You could work in radio. Thank you so much. I've heard that a lot. You know, I was actually at a restaurant once, and someone said, you have a radio voice. The waitress said, you have a radio voice. And I was like, well, I do. I am a commentator by trade. So she was like, oh, well, that makes sense. I'm a friend in need, yeah. First time live for me. Hey, Emery. Hi, Jeb. Always nice to see a new view on crypto of people. Thanks, Great Belgium. Hello, Belgium. Double top on ETH. Yep. You think the CME gap would $8,500 be filled, or are we heading higher? Let's look at that. I've had a couple of you guys ask that question. Let's go ahead and just look at it. Because I'll be honest with you, I really don't think it's going to, and I'll tell you why. Let's get the chart up. You guys are talking about this gap right here. And I just want to point out something. Let's just see here. That gap is... Yeah, okay, so that gap is $35 tall. Guys, let's back up. Why would that gap get filled? Okay, I understand this gap over here, this giant one that was like $500 tall. I understand that one getting filled. Why would a $35 gap get filled? Seriously. Just think about it for a second. Gaps always get filled. That's the argument. What about when they don't? I mean, seriously, let's look back on history. I don't know, because I haven't checked in a minute, but I don't think every gap had ever gotten filled. Yeah. Sometimes in history, you're not going to see a gap get filled, and that's fine. The $8,500 gap, it's so small, I really just don't see Bitcoin filling it. I don't understand how something that insignificant could pull Bitcoin down all this way and break through hundreds of millions of dollars of buying pressure, crash the market, completely reset the market structure over a $35 gap. Think about that for a second. Does that make sense to you? Does that genuinely sound like something that'll happen? It doesn't to me. And I'll be honest with you, I think gaps are overhyped for the sake of clickbaiting people on YouTube. And there's nothing wrong with clickbait if it's honest, by the way. But I honestly don't think that this gap is going to get filled, which is why I haven't made a video about it, because I honestly don't think it's going to get filled. I don't think it's really I don't really think it's something to even spend time thinking about, to be quite honest with you. It very well may get filled just because Bitcoin might crash that far, but I don't really see that being the reason for pulling back that far. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Good morning, Jeb. You do have a great radio voice. Thank you, Johnny. Well, you know, part of it is this guy right here, the Shure SM7B. This is a very expensive microphone, and it is normally used on radio podcasts. So that's part of it. If I were to plug in my old Blue Yeti, then you might not say that. But this microphone is the same one that's used by Joe Rogan. It's used by a lot of the people over on pretty much every professional podcast uses a Shure SM7B. A lot of music recording uses Shure SM7Bs. I think I've seen people use this for drums. This was also the same microphone that Thriller by Michael Jackson was recorded on. Binance is down fishy much. You know, Binance goes down sometimes. I haven't been keeping up with that this morning, so I don't know what's going on with that. I can't comment on it because I don't know. But a small one is useless. Yeah, I agree. Small gaps are just not that big of a deal. Moon cabbage, you mean? Not devil's lettuce, moon cabbage. There you go. That's a better way to put it. Chance of a lifetime. Yes, it will be filled. When it does fill, you need to say you were wrong. Okay, chance of a lifetime. Well, if it doesn't get filled, you need to say you're wrong. That goes both ways, doesn't it? When you're wrong, you admit that you're wrong. That's a part of integrity and morality. But the thing is also, if you're not wrong, you're not wrong. I've had people get mad at me and say, Jeb, you didn't admit you were wrong. And I'm like, well, I wasn't wrong. Do you want me to admit I was wrong when I wasn't wrong? Like, seriously, people are so adamant sometimes that they're right when they're not, and then they get mad at you for not apologizing or saying you're wrong. I wasn't wrong. I had people in high school do that to me. They're like, Jeb, you're always right when we debate politics. Okay. Do you want me to change the fabric of reality to make you right? It's not about... Did you see Taylor's sneaky edit in yesterday's video, Jeb? Which one? The one where she said mine's cooler on the motorcycle? I saw that. I guess that's what you're talking about, King K. Good to see you, by the way, bud. I know you haven't been here in just a minute, but can you look at Ethereum BTC Golden Cross? Please don't ignore me. Raphael, I would never do that. Let's look at it real quick. Let's see. Yeah, we have seen a Golden Cross on Ethereum on both of their charts. Golden Cross right here, Ethereum moonshotted. Golden Cross on the US dollar chart, also Ethereum moonshotted. Guys, Ethereum's about a week ahead of Bitcoin right now, which is one of the reasons why I'm bullish on Bitcoin. If you look at the charts, the Golden Cross happened just now on Bitcoin. Happened about a week ago on Ethereum. Ethereum rallied after it. It's one of the reasons why I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Jeb, please take a look at the 1 minute chart. It starts a pump now. Let's look at it. Wow, okay. Well, guys, like I said, there's a big level of resistance on our chart, and it looks like it's trading against it perfectly around 10,170. I've been saying that for a minute. But, lol, I want to hear your political views. You won't hear them on this channel. What is the better exchange used for leverage with less headaches, red tape? Kraken, Binance, Bittrex. I want baby leverage trades. I use Bybit, honestly. Bybit has the best interface. Isn't there a gap around 200? Not that I know of, Christopher, because... There wasn't CME trading back when Bitcoin was trading at 200. Where in the world are you holding these good human characteristics on this planet, Jim? I don't know what you mean. Bullish engulfing 5 minute. I'm 33 and you're my dad, Jeb. I am your dad into the break. I've had a lot of my friends say that I'm like a dad. And it's really funny. Because most of them that say that are older than me. I hit like. You guys here need to shut down the chart for like 5 seconds, hit the like button, and come back. I can agree with that. That is something I can get behind, Steven. Your take on Binance temporary shutdown. Do they know something we don't? I really doubt it, guys. I don't know what's going on with Binance. I haven't been keeping up with it. I didn't even realize they were down until you guys started saying it. I don't trade on Binance. Okay, I need to address this real quick because this is something that happens a lot in cryptocurrency, and frankly, the YouTube space isn't helping this. There's so many conspiracy theories in crypto of people like, oh, are the world governments manipulating Bitcoin? Oh, the whales are crashing Bitcoin. Oh, the exchanges are trying to be devious. Oh, everybody's out to get us. Everybody's not out to get us, guys. I almost said out to get us, Jeb. Jeb. Yeah. Hey, guys. The whole world is not out to get us. Not yet, anyway. Most people don't know what Bitcoin is, and most of the people that do know what Bitcoin is don't care about Bitcoin. They have their own thing to worry about. I mean, it's the same thing as, like, say you're walking around in public and you do something stupid. A lot of times you're going to think, oh, wow, I shouldn't have done that. I'm really embarrassed. But the cool thing is, nobody cares about you because they're too busy caring about themselves. It's the same thing with the rest of the world. I'm going to go back to the chart and be quiet for a second because we are breaking out a little bit. But everybody's so fixated on the idea of there being some kind of conspiracy against Bitcoin. I mean, I'm not saying there's not mischievous stuff going on out there, but people jump to conclusions so quickly. Does Binance know something that we don't? I mean, guys, it is possible for Binance to just be in a temporary shutdown. It's a well-run company, and the guy who runs it, the CEO, Changpeng Zhao, he's a respectable fella. Conspiracy theory is what brought me to Bitcoin in the first place. Yeah, I mean, yo, Jeb, also grease to your dog. You're doing great. Keep the spirit alive. Yeah, Jackie's actually asleep at my feet right now. What's up, Jeb? Hey, Javier. A lot of margin exchanges use Binance in their index, yep. Let's see. Binance has huge volume, that's why it matters. I didn't say it doesn't matter. I'm saying that people are really caught up on there being some kind of conspiracy when that's just, I mean, it does happen, but it's human nature to look for conspiracy theories and deeper meaning, but a lot of times it's just not there. Like, people are always trying to analyze old song lyrics like, oh, what did Don McLean mean in this one lyric in American Pie? He didn't mean anything. He just thought it sounded cool, okay? We all got that from back in 11th grade when we were studying Shakespeare, and the teacher was like, oh, he said he went to the bathroom. What did he mean by that? And it didn't mean anything. It was just development. Let's see. Missed a tip comment. Oh, I did? Where? Oh, Farshot, I'm sorry. I had my screen down. You donated another $5. Said, for more energy at gym, use Spark from Advorvare. It's great. Get some. It'll help you a lot. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm going to be going to the gym right after I finish up with this live stream. Just past 200 likes, by the way. Thank you guys for that. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Farshot, I'll look into that. I missed that donation. I'm sorry. It's after 10 a.m. Crack a beer. Jeb, when is the sale on CT2A ending? Guys, the sale on the Academy will be ending on Friday, so if you want to join the Academy, this is the last time you will ever get it for this price. The link is in the description down below. I really encourage you to do that. I mean, seriously, there is so much content in here, and it's continually getting updated. I'm recording a new video for it in about an hour and a half after I get back from the gym. We've already recorded 2 new videos this week. They're already edited. They're going to be going out on Friday. It's a great product, guys. If you're, you know what, let's do this real quick. If you're in CT2A and you love it, give me a 1. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're in CT2A and you love the Academy. I want to hear it. Jeb, what's the trade right now on Bitcoin? The trade right now on Bitcoin is, do we break above 10,170 and confirm a breakout above these 2 levels right here around 10,250? If we break above that, then you might consider entering a long position up to around $10,480. If you break above that, then that's where you go into a longer-term swing trade with maybe a little bit of leverage. Exchange platform for leverage altcoins, baby trade 2x and 3x. Yeah, you can do that on Bybit. So guys, all those ones that are showing up in chat, those are people that are in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy and love it. That is quite a lot of people, as you can see. The Academy is awesome. If you want to get in, now's the time. That sale will be ending on Friday. If you want access to 35 videos now, because CoinMarketCap and more is a new video. If you want access to 35 videos, over 10 hours of high-quality, well-edited content, and more that's coming out every single week, join down below. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ones so far. That's 10 people in CT2A that love it. There's some testimony for you if you don't believe me. That will be wrapping up on Friday. That's 11 now. That's 11 ones. Thanks, man. You're the best. I appreciate it. I'm not the best, but I do appreciate it. How do you get upgrades to CT2A? Michael, the awesome thing about CT2A is that you don't need to lift a finger. Those updates to CT2A come out for free to you. You join the Academy once. It's a lifetime membership, lifetime subscription. You never have to pay another thing at all. You join, you make your account, you enroll with your card or through PayPal, or you can also pay through Bitcoin if you'd like. You can email me for that. When the new updates come out, you log in and they're there. You literally don't have to do anything. There's 12 ones now. There's actually 13 ones now. Every single one of those ones, there's 14 ones. There's 15 ones. There's 16 ones. That's 16 people in CT2A who are telling you in chat right now that they love it. That's why they put those ones there. Scrub back 2 minutes, and that's why I said that. If you guys want to join the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy and learn everything you need to know about analysis, this is the one for you. The link is down below. There's a 14-day money-back refund guarantee, and yes, you can pay in Bitcoin. The coupon price right now is $159. That will be rising to $249 after this sale ends. So make sure you join soon. What's your halving target? Over $20,000 a year after it. I don't currently trade Bitcoin, but I am considering buying CT2A in case I do in the future. So yeah, guys, I appreciate it. CME gap at 8,500 or forget it. Forget it. It's not going to happen. We talked about that about 10 minutes ago, Les. If you want, you can scrub back and see my take on that. It's just tiny. AJ, the price of CT2A is $159 right now with the $40 off coupon code. That's Valentine's Day 2020. That link and the coupon code are in the description down below. Brady said, you're not being the best Jeb you can be. Guys, you can never be the best you can be. That's just something to strive for. Abel, I've done the entire course, but there's updated material. How do we know what has been updated? Starting this Friday, I'm going to be sending out a batch email to all of our students telling you exactly what videos are updated. And every Friday when new videos come out, I'll go ahead and send you an email telling you what videos have been updated. So that's how you'll know. And in about two or 3 months, however long it takes, there's going to be nearly 60 videos in the Academy. So one a weekday. It's about 3 months to update it. Then you'll just know they're all updated. And also, Abel, when those updates come out, I mention them in the daily video. So if you watch the daily video on Fridays, then you'll know. It's not going over 20K. I'll eat my own bleep if it does. Any thoughts on Binance Coin? I've always liked Binance Coin because I like the exchange behind it, and also Binance is set up to incentivize people to buy Binance Coin. Jeb, long leverage trading goes good. While Tesla's going up. Yeah, Tesla's been looking pretty good as of late. It's very overextended in my opinion, though. It's really overextended in my opinion. It's going up quite a bit today, actually. Look at this. This is just a wow, up 5% in the last couple of hours. That's not bad. Could it not be shown on the course itself? Abel, what I might do is I might go ahead and update the name of those videos and put like in brackets updated so that you'll know. I can do that if you'd like. Couldn't care about Tesla's in a bubble. People will start crying soon. Yeah, I agree. Tesla's overextended. Peace out, everyone. Peace out, Chance. Guys, I'm gonna have to go here in just a little bit. I'm really running out of breath. I don't know why. I don't think I've slept very well last night. I don't feel too great. End of the break said, okay, I'll join when I get my check. Guys, I just want to wrap out the stream saying this. You guys have been, I'm going to adjust my camera so I can lean back and like have a little fireside chat with you guys with the piano cutting my head in half. Guys, over the Academy launched on September 23rd, 2018. It launched, and when it launched, my life changed forever because it allowed me to continue making these videos professionally and allowed us to actually build a business on top of these YouTube videos, because for nearly a year, I uploaded a video every single day to the channel with zero monetary compensation. I was putting hundreds, maybe over 1,000 hours of work into it before it actually started making money and making sense to do it every day. But that was dedication, because I knew that if I stuck with it long enough, then it would pay off, and that I'd be able to help my friends and family and myself out of the situation that I was in at the time. And ever since then, ever since CT2A launched, I was with Taylor the other day, and we were talking about the new channel and everything, and she looked at me and she said, Jeb, you launching CT2A may have been the best decision that you have ever made. And she might have been right, because ever since that Academy launched, I've been able to help so many people, family, friends. I had 3 friends that became homeless last year. Not one of them is on the street. 2 of them is fully because of my actions. 1 of them is partially because of my actions. And I wouldn't have been able to do, I would have wanted to do that, of course, but I wouldn't have physically, financially been able to do that if it weren't for you guys' support. So I want you to realize that when you guys buy the Academy, it's not just enriching me. Okay, yeah, I bought a motorcycle and I moved into a new house because, you know, I wanted to reward myself a little bit. But the overwhelming majority of the money that I make is either invested or it's given pretty much to charitable causes. I'm not trying to get rich for my sake. I'm trying to get rich and enrich myself and the people around me so that I can help people with the benefits from the channel and help you guys along the way. It's a really great exchange that we've set up between you guys and between me and my community so that we can help you and you guys can help us. That's how capitalism works, you know. It's not a zero-sum game. Each party is able to help each other. 2019 was a great year. Yes, we are still offering the $40 discount Freedom Rider. That is in the description down below. Valentine's Day 2020, $40 off at checkout. Go ahead and enter that. You should check the new GIF in the first cohort. Oh, goodness gracious, Janice. What have you done? Oh, my God. You're getting to... completely derailed my train of thought. You guys got to join first cohort. That was... Oh. Janice is she's mad. She's a mad woman. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. But what I was saying is that, so King K, you ask a good question that gets me back on topic. Jeb, you mentioned in the previous live stream that you plan on starting your own charity. If you don't mind me asking, what cause will your charity support? Guys, I have a really big place in my heart for the homeless. And the reason I do is because I was, you know, close to being that myself at one point. I will go ahead to the minute chart here for just a second and show you that we're pulling back a little bit. I was very close to being homeless several times, and technically I was. But I had a very difficult childhood, and it was through no fault of my dad. It was just, you know, 2008, I'm 19 years old. Around the time I was 10 years old, 2008 happened, single parent. It happens. Happens to the best of people. But it was difficult. And I remember when I first started driving around and actually had a little bit of a life, and I'd go out in town, I would drive past these people. And because I've been there, I can tell. I can just look at them, and I can see these people holding the signs. And I can tell which ones of them are there because they want to be and which ones are there because they need to be. I can tell with like a 90% hit rate. I am almost always right. And I remember I was driving out of Butler Plaza one day, and on the left there was this guy, and he was holding a sign saying he was a wounded veteran and needed help. And I started crying. I was sitting there driving down 34th or whatever road it was, and I was crying, and it hurt. Because, like I said, I can tell when people are faking it. I can tell when people are genuine because I know the look of desperation of, I want to do better. I don't want to do this. I am embarrassed to be doing this, but I don't have a choice. I know that look because I've looked in a mirror before. And it tears me up. And it kills me. Because there's enough wealth in this world that nobody should ever have to do that. And I'm not advocating for socialism. You guys know I'm more a pretty libertarian and independent-minded person. But it is something that can be fixed through charity and through the goodness of our hearts. And through God. There shouldn't be anyone in that situation. And it's up to the people like us that have the ability to make a lot of money through cryptocurrency or through our business or through our entrepreneurship to help with that. Because there are people out there, don't get me wrong, I'm not naive in this. I realize a lot of people that are panhandling on the road are there because they want to be. I realize that. I understand that. I understand there are people that stand out in the right place and they make $50,000 a year doing that. I get that. Believe me, I understand. My heart's for the people that are there because they have to be and they literally don't have a choice. Or for the people that don't even ask for help in the first place. I remember I was driving down Main Street once. I was going to Depot Park, and there was this guy. He was sitting there like this. Drove by 30 minutes later. He hadn't moved an inch. He wasn't asleep. He wasn't sleeping in the 90-degree heat in the middle of the day in that uncomfortable position. He wasn't asleep. He was sitting there with his hand in his head, or his head in his hands, in emotional and physical pain. He hadn't moved. I mean, I remember exactly where he was. It was burned into my retinas, and I drove past, and he hadn't moved an inch. Half an hour later. Don't tell me for a second that that guy is there because he wants to be. You're so wrong if that's what you think. And at the end of the day, guys, that's why I set out to make a lot of money in my life. At the end of the day, that's why I set out to be an entrepreneur. That's why I set out to work in investments. That's why I set out to join cryptocurrency. That's why I set out to do everything I do, is because of that. It's not to enrich myself. Don't get me wrong. I like nice things. I enjoy riding that new motorcycle. I enjoy having a comfortable house. I'm not going to lie to you. I will probably buy a nice car at some point. But not before I'm able to give back, because somebody has to do it, and so many people in the position that I'm going to be in don't. But I'm going to. And that's my promise to you. I don't take promises lightly. I've had to make promises before that I had to break, and they were nearly... I mean, I'm talking life and death consequences of a broken promise. I don't take promises lightly, and I promise you guys that I am going to be a good steward of the wealth that I'm going to be incurring from CT2A and the channel and all my future business and investment endeavors. Jeb, if half of the influencers had a heart like this, you'd be a much better space. Crypto is like crowdfunding. People weren't so greedy and wanted it all, and the whale sitting on millions. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There are people... Guys, you probably don't realize this, but a lot of the top YouTubers are making $100,000 or $200,000 a month. Seriously. There's nothing wrong with that. They worked for it. They earned it. They are providing value in return. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. But there's enough money there that there should be more charity in the cryptocurrency space, and that's something I want to change. Be careful on that motorcycle. My best friend died on one. Lee, I am very careful on that motorcycle. I about a month after I bought it, I accidentally wheelied it and injured myself pretty badly. So, yeah. You can't handle money truly wisely without God. Praise Jesus. Completely agree, Les. Exactly. It's about helping other good brother. You're good-hearted, blessed. And Noble One, that's why this CT2A exists, is so that I'm able to help people with the financial return that it has and run this business, because there are plenty of expenses that go with running this business. There's payroll and taxes and CPA and lawyer fees and all that. There are things that come with running this channel. But I want to teach you guys how to make money, and then I also want to teach you guys how to steward that money, because if you use that money the right way, the world will be a better place. Because there have been 1,300 people that went through CT2A. Every single one of those people, every single one of the people that went through CT2A could go and make tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in Bitcoin. And what that means, if there's 1,300 people and they all make $100,000 in Bitcoin, that's millions of dollars right there. That's a big impact. That is a big impact. Millions can make a difference. 100,000 a month is in top crypto YouTubers. What the frick? Yeah, some of the other YouTubers you guys make are probably making over $1 million a year. Don't bother with bikes. It's just a fad. I rode bikes for years. Mad as a hat or two on one. But every time I got off that bike, I realized I was so lucky. Yeah, Hasher, I'm going to be buying a Corvette eventually after I do all of the things that I want to do. I'm not rewarding myself for a long time on that. But eventually I will feel that I've earned one. But the thing is, I've always said I've wanted a Corvette for over a year now, but ever since I decided that one day I was going to buy one, I said, before I buy that Corvette, I'm going to donate the MSRP, not the loan payment, the MSRP of that Corvette, of whatever car I buy, to a charitable cause, to a good charitable cause. So that's how I feel that I can justify it to myself. which I shouldn't even have to justify it. If you want to buy a Corvette, you go right ahead and do that, but that's my decision. Yeah, but some are promoting small exchanges now, and we all know what small exchanges do. Exit scam with that Martin guy and Sunny D. Cree now. Much respect, Jeb. Thank you for sharing your words. Hit hard. I needed to hear it. Start a charity. Crypto charity, Jeb. We like it. Yeah, McSwagger, like I said, I want to start that new charity. I want to do it this year. There's a lot I need to get done this year. We're starting... Why didn't you retract your message, Crypto Military Road? It was a good one. Oh, you look like a Corvette guy. Yeah, I want a C8, guys. I want one bad. But I do want to start a charity, but of course, you know, I'm going to tell you guys a story, and this is pretty much going to wrap out the video. If you start a charity, then 10% of my profits then can be attributed to your course will be donated. When I start that charity, something like, I don't know exactly what the charity tax that is I'm going to levy on myself. It'll probably be somewhere between 10 and 40% of gross revenue before tax. I'm not promising anything yet because I don't have any idea what the number is going to be, but I want to basically tithe myself into a charity. But I want to tell you guys a story. This is really funny. I got a message from someone who said they run a secret society. And they said they want me to join their secret society of millionaires. And I don't really, not going to comment. But he said something really funny in the email. And he said, Jeb, you have a good heart. That's why we reached out to you in the first place. You should help a lot of people, but be careful of helping people before you become a millionaire. Because when you're on an airplane and the airplane's going down, you put your own mask on first. And he's right, because if I right now start donating 40% of the money I make to charity, then I won't be able to invest in my future, and my exponential growth will be more linear because I won't be able to make $1 billion. I might make $100 million. And then there's so much stuff that I could do 10 years from now rather than doing it right now. So I want to continue to build that wealth and investments and income in business before I start heavily investing in charities, because if I have money as upstart costs right now, then I can do even more in the future. Do you like fried food? A little bit too much, yeah. Do you have to use a VPN to use Bybit if you are US-based anyway? Talk to me, Moose. Yes, I use NordVPN. The link's in the description. That is an affiliate code, and it does help me if you would like to use it. If you've suffered enough, sometimes your soul can go dark, like on my trip down the highway of death in Iraq. So many dead, it was horrid. Then you look at yourself only. Need to work on that. Yeah, Vincian, that's one thing that I've noticed about myself that I think is different from a lot of people, and I didn't really realize that everybody wasn't like this. I guess it was naive of me until a few years ago. Whenever I have something terrible happen to me, I think about how I can help other people. I think about how I can help other people because I know what I've been through, and I'm a very empathetic person. I mean, I'm not going to get into all of it for the sake of the people in my life who were a part of it. I don't want to start sharing stories that aren't totally mine. Stay, Jackie. Jackie's trying to freak out because there's a truck. Jackie, quit it. I'm live streaming. Anyway, I'm a very empathetic person, and when I go through something, I want to make sure that other people don't. That's the point I was trying to make. Jackie, be quiet. Jackie's been through all of it with me, though. I made my own VPN. It's not really hard to create your own VPN, Crypto Jeb. Interesting. Yeah, I do leverage 25x Bitcoin. You don't want to sabotage yourself? Yeah, no, you don't. That's what I'm saying. I want to secure my own wealth and future before I really do that. Start doing that big time, which is why I'm not already donating thousands of dollars to charity. I did on November 16th or so. I did donate $1,000 to my high school. I've got a lot of fulfillment out of doing that. A lot of newbies coming into this market. Those influencers have a responsibility not to shill bad stuff to their followers. Yeah, Tails. That's why I have my own products and I don't really promote a lot of exchanges, because I don't like putting my name in with anyone that I'm not totally confident in. I'm totally confident in my product because I made my product, and I've had 1,300 people go through the course, and they all love it. But I can't guarantee your results on Bybit or whatever. Jackie thinks she's big and bad. She really does. Send donations directly to needy without central middlemen will be great. And with Bitcoin we can. Looking forward to this. Yeah, Mick Swagger. That's why I want to start my own charity, because I know it's going to be stewarded well, because I know where my heart is. I don't know exactly where the heart of anyone else is, but I do know where mine is, and I know it'll be run correctly. Yes, Jackie is making all kinds of noise, and I wish she would be quiet. Jackie, come here. Come here. Come here. You're about to make a cameo on stream. Come on. Come on. Puppy has decided that she wants to make a bunch of noise, so she's just going to sit here for a second. Hi. You want to say hi? Hi. You smell like butt. You need a bath. Hey, girl. Hello. Hello. This is Jackie. This is the one making all the noise. This is the one that thinks the garbage truck outside, or whatever it is like trying to kill us. I don't know. Wants to be on camera. Yeah, Jackie, she wants to be on camera. So there you go. Now she's on camera. Is you getting advice from your dog? Yes, I do take Bitcoin advice from Jackie sometimes. Sometimes she just like looks at the charts and growls at the ones she wants me to invest in. Is Jack IE, not Jack Y, by the way. Fun story about Jackie. The reason that she's named Jackie is because my dad always wanted to name a dog Jack after Jack Daniels. David is Jackie IE. He always wanted to name a dog Jack after Jack Daniels, but she's a girl, so we named her Jackie. She's about 8 years old now. We got you back in 2012, didn't we? She has so much energy. This dog, oh my gosh. She makes so much noise. You guys pay for her food, by CT2A. The course, everything in my life. Jackie's got my back. She sleeps in my bed every single night. I like to cuddle up. Yeah, good dog. I know, I love her patch. Before we got her, the breeder wanted to name her Spot, and we're like, that's a cool name, but nah. Jeb, you're cool AF and will be a multimillionaire. It's a secret. God wants people to get rich. God does want good people to get rich. You're right, because he knows that they're going to steward that money correctly, and I know I'm going to steward the money correctly, because I don't have an interest in spending a bunch of money on myself and not spending any on other people that need it. Dogs know much. Dogs know more than people think they do. Doesn't your dad know he's John Daniels to his good friends? My dad's probably old enough to know the guy personally. I'm sure he knows, yeah. My father's been drinking Jack Daniels since like 75. Man likes his Jack. I don't really like the taste of Jack. It's too sweet. Jackie likes Cardano. Jackie, let's see. Let's get the Cardano chart up. Dog analysis. Let's see what the dog says. 88 Bitcoin. I'm trying to stop her from falling. Jackie, what do you say about this chart? What do you say? How does it look to you? How does it look? Oh my gosh. Vincent donated $10. Says treats for Jackie. Haha. He figured out why I put her on stream. I wanted all those Jackie donations. No. We'll make sure to get Jackie some treats based off of that donation. You want some treats? You want some treats? I've never talked to Jackie as if she's a dog. I always talk to her as if she's a human. Can you put new version numbers on the CT2A videos, please? Yes, I will go ahead and do that, Alan, so you guys know what videos are new. PJ is my little Yorkie poo. I love him, and he hates when I neglect him for crypto. Jackie does have a skin condition, by the way, so if you see a spot of her that doesn't have a whole lot of hair, that would be why. It's genetic. We've tried everything. So, thoughts on Chainlink? If you guys ever see any shadows in the background, that's Jackie walking around in front of our backlights. Thank you for the donation, Vincent. I appreciate it. Yeah, that does happen. Talk to me, Moose. It's really annoying. That's part of being a dog owner. Had Jackie for a long time. Grew up with her. You know what's funny, guys? You guys think I'm young? Check this out. I got Jackie in 6th grade. That's how long I've had this dog. Back since I was playing Minecraft when it was in beta. That's when we got Jackie. Yeah, Jackie, let's see what you think of Dogecoin. Dogecoin. Let's see what the Doge thinks of Dogecoin. She's very confused right now. Doge BTC. No. Doge BTC. Give it to me. Well, that's an interesting chart. Okay. Let's see here. So, Jackie, what do you think of Doge? What does the Doge think of Doge? I don't know. I don't think she doesn't think anything of it. I'm gonna put you down now, girl. Make sure to join CT2A so we can keep paying for her food. Have you ever played Rust? I have played the living daylights out of Rust. I love that game. I wish I had more time to play it, but I don't. Talk to me, Moose. I love Rust. If I ever get like a week off, I would be down to play a wipe with you guys. Too young for RuneScape? Just a little bit too young for RuneScape, yeah. I played it for like 10 minutes with a friend of mine once, but RuneScape was the greatest of all time, so I've heard. Now you're going to walk in front of me. See what I mean? See the shadow and the lighting back there? That's Jackie. I have her in here because she was outside making a ruckus before the stream started. I brought her in here, and now she's making a ruckus in here. Hi, my man. Hey, Dropstone. How you doing? Rust is a rabbit hole. Rust is a rabbit hole, dude. That's a great game, but goodness, does that game take up a lot of time sometimes. Here, Jack. I'm going to throw a piece of toast at Jackie so she'll stop. I dropped the toast on my desk, and now there's butter everywhere. That's kind of gross. Jackie, hey. Wait. Hey. Okay, if you don't want it, you don't have to eat it. Oh, guys, I have a lot to get done today, so I think I am going to have to wrap it up. It's already noon, guys. Before I go, make sure you watch today's video. That motorcycle cinematic is in there. Really enjoying it. But, guys, like I said, that is going to have to wrap it out for today's stream. Remember, guys, I hope I've made it obvious. I hope you guys have gathered that. But the money that you guys spend on CT2A doesn't get blown. It doesn't get wasted. It goes to good causes. You want the I've spent... I gave tens of thousands of dollars to people in need last year, just to make that clear. There was a lot of money that was given, and it was because of you guys supporting the channel and because of the experience I have in Bitcoin. It was mostly because of you. And I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate being able to steward the money that you guys have traded with me for the knowledge that I'm giving you. It means a lot to me that you guys would join CT2A and learn. It really is awesome. And I just want to say thank you. I really do. I just want to be as appreciative as possible because it's not every day that someone is able to start a business, and I'm getting goosebumps saying all this. Can you see that? Like my hair standing on end. It's not every day that you get to build a business where you get to make thousands of people happy and thousands of people get to help you, and there's just this awesome exchange. It means a lot to me, guys, and the future's looking great. We're going to get a lot of awesome stuff done. I've been working my tail off for the last couple of months on a lot of stuff. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great life. It's going to be a great decade. I'm just really excited. And I want you guys to be part of that journey. I want you guys to be part of that journey. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. We post it every single day. If you enjoyed the live stream, remember these live streams are what go on in the Coffee and Crypto. And these are the Coffee and Crypto live streams that happen every single weekday over in the first cohort. Join us down below for more stuff on Jackie, motorcycle, piano, and of course also crypto and coffee. And guys, if you haven't already, join CT2A. The link for that is down below. Use the Valentine's Day 2020 coupon code. You're going to get $40 off at checkout. I look forward to getting to know you guys on a one-on-one basis over on the first cohort. And I look forward to you guys being even more profitable in cryptocurrency than you already are. I really enjoyed the stream today, guys. I got a real good feeling about 2020. So to wrap the video out, I'm going to go ahead and run that CBR $300 cinematic one more time because I do want to show off, because I do want to show you just how awesome it was. If you guys haven't seen this yet, check this out and tell me what you thought of it. But anyway, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. I'm going to roll that. I do want to thank each and every single one of you for watching as always, though, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.